Hi guys, can someone tell me if I'm live or not? I really can't tell. Gosh, it's not counting down. So, if anybody's there, please let me know. Hello, hello, hello. No? No? Come on. There we go. Okay, I'm there. Good, good. It's usually counting down, but it didn't count down this time. Anyway, or count up, right? Hi, guys. Oh, today is not such a happy day. Oh, today, 9 years ago, I was on the phone with Linda, the maps lady, who was outside selling maps. She had been there for 10 years, selling maps outside of Michael's house on Carrollwood. And I used to go there all the time. And I was there the day before, and I saw Conrad Murray's car come out. And she was telling me an ambulance went in Michael's house, and her partner, Shay, which works with her business partner, Shay, or somebody that works for her, were calling me back to back, and I tweeted at 12:43 that an ambulance was at the house, even though I knew probably 15 to 20 minutes sooner than that. I just wanted to wait, and I didn't want to alert the fans, and I didn't want to, let me take my glasses off. I didn't want to alert the fans. I didn't want to make everybody worried, but eventually, I had Cecil send out the tweet when I was on my way. When I was on my way to the hospital, I called back home and I said, Cecil, press send, because I had left it. I had left it up, and I had left it up on constant contacts, but I think I sent the tweet out right before I left the house. Yeah, because it takes about 30 minutes from my house to UCLA, and I got to UCLA at probably about 12:15 that day, and I think the EMTs had just arrived there. Because one of them still had the blinkers on. And a lot of people think Michael's SUVs were black. They were dark blue. And that was the most horrible, horrible, horrible day of my life. It was so tragic. It was so horrible. I got to UCLA when no fans were there, just a few. And then when we saw each other, the fans that had followed the ambulance, when we saw each other, we just hugged each other, and I was like, oh no, oh no. And then I was there and I watched the crowd swell, and I watched more and more fans come, and then I got the news that he had a heart attack and he was in a coma, and then that he died. Oh my God. I going in a building, and it was a place that had stairs, and I remember getting in the corner and just falling to the floor in kind of a fetal position, just crying. I mean, just crying, and I didn't think anybody saw me. I didn't think anybody was there. And then this lady came from nowhere, and she said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay." It was just the most horrible, horrible day of my life. And when people say that they see the Jacksons crying because their brother is dead, no, just the thought of it, just the memory, just the pain of it. And at the time, I really did believe that Michael Jackson was dead. I believed that. I saw Catherine walk in. I saw her with my own eyes, and she was walking fast, and she has that little limp. And I saw her go in, and then I saw more and more people. I saw Brian Oxman. I just could not believe it. Then I had a radio interview on KBC later that night, and I remember seeing the helicopters up above, like they were flying the body out from the helicopter. I remember these things. I remember them. It was such a horrible day. And then when I saw Linda, she finally made it up there. We just hugged each other. And I saw Angel, and I just hugged her. And I was just so sad. I was so sad. I was so sad. I was so sad. And even 9 years later, guys, 9 years later, I am still feeling the pain of that, even though we have learned that it was a hoax. We have learned that it was a hoax. It was a hoax. He's so smart. He's so slick. He's so tricky. Oh my God. That's why he hung around magicians, so he could learn more about the art of deception, because he's been deceiving since he was a kid to get out of stadiums. Like Elvis left the building, the Jacksons have left the building, Michael has left the building. So they would give a decoy to go that way, and then Michael and the Jacksons would go the other way, because fans would rip off their clothes. They liked the fans, but they didn't want to be hurt. And Michael even said that once, that he loves his fans, but he doesn't want to be hurt. Well, guys, awful news. Awful news. Jermaine has confirmed that his father is really ill. I talked to the Jackson family publicist a few times last night and today. We texted last night a few times back and forth, and then we talked. She called me this morning, and we talked. And Angel, it's true. Joe has cancer. It's true. And she told me some things, and she told me I can mention that we talked, and she told me to tell you guys that no, Joe did not text the tweet yesterday about I have seen many sunsets, but not many are behind me or something. Well, I didn't quite understand it. But Joe is ill, and he does have cancer. That was confirmed. And he's not doing well. He's not doing well. And Paris was right when Paris said that she saw Joe, and that tweet he didn't do, he couldn't do, as if he's like not in a shape to text. His management company handles his Twitter, his Instagram, and his website. And Angel says she hasn't had access to that account in a year. So sometimes, so she didn't text it. And anybody that's out there hating, let's cool it on the hating. Taj Malik's going around blaming Angel as if this is her fault for whatever reason, and worrying about how much money Angel made working with the Jacksons. Angel is an angel. She is an angel. She has pretty much worked for like nothing for like over 20 years. And that's because so many people love the Jacksons and just love being around them and just love the vibe that they get, that they're, they don't do it for the money. They do it because they love them. And Angel has loved Joe, and she's been a part of them since she was 19, and now she's in her early 50s, so she is devastated, and she's hurt behind everything. So please, guys, let's not do a hate fest on anyone, okay? Let's try to be nice, and let's try to be cool, and let's see what happens with Joe. It would be just, oh my God, if he died today. Ooh, I can't even imagine. Speechless. And I hope that he makes it to his 90th birthday because of his book, Life at 90. His birthday is July 26th, 1928 is when the man was born that would have his children pretty much enhance the world with their music and with their talent. And Joe did it the only way he knew how to do it, but he did it. He did it. There has never been a family that size in the history of this world that has contributed more to society in forms of charity, in forms of goodwill, in forms of spreading love and peace and harmony than the Jacksons, than Joe Jackson's kids. And if you stop, you don't get caught up in the spankings. Hell, I got spankings, and I love my mother. I love her. And she died a few years ago. And but the heart of Janet, the heart of Michael, the heart of the brothers, I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. We're talking about, Michael, we are the world, we are the children. Just giving all that money to people in Africa, just the goodwill, donating hundreds of millions of dollars to charity because of Joseph Walter Jackson, because of his determination with his children, because of his faith and belief in them and their talent. And he knew they had it in them to be the best in the world, and they lived up to his expectations. But he had to pull it out of them, and he did, and they still were loving, caring, wonderful people, and we have to honor Joseph for the contributions that he had. I tried to honor Joseph for over a decade because I did the Honor Thy Father every year with Denise Estelle for Humanity. And every year I'd ask, can we honor Joe? Can we honor Joe? And now it might not ever happen, and it might not ever be a part of his historical record that he was honored by his kids for how he changed their life. He took them out of that 2-bedroom house. Could you imagine 11 people living in a 2-bedroom house? Lord, and how he took them from that all the way to being the biggest stars in the world, meeting presidents, meeting kings, meeting queens, meeting the highest of the high. And now Joe is not doing well. He is not doing well. He's not doing well at all. Mr. Jackson, I thank you so much for giving your children to the world and for my childhood. I was a little black girl in a school with just a few black people. But when I saw the Jackson 5, no matter what, and when I was called the N-word, no matter what, walking home, guys in a pickup truck and a Confederate flag would yell, "Nigger girl," at me while I walked to school. That's why I can't stand that Confederate flag. And a lot of people don't know what gave me confidence was knowing that the Jacksons were black like me. Yeah. And it gave me self-confidence. And a lot of people don't realize how important the Jacksons were to the youth of the world, the youth of the 60s, the late 60s and the 70s, the black youth, because the world was much more segregated. The country was much more segregated then than it is today. So I'd like to thank Joe Jackson from the bottom of my heart. Sincerely, Mr. Jackson, I thank you so much. I thank you so much for knowing what it took for your children to be the best that they can be, and damn it, you made their dreams come true. Yes, you did. And when that time comes, and all of us will die, every single one of us will die, but when that time comes, you have a smile on your face. And you just smile like, I did it. I had a glorious life, a wonderful life. I've seen my children succeed to levels where no man has ever succeeded. And I thank you. Okay, guys. Okay. Now, I have notes because we got clues today from the Michael Jackson estate. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around because this is the first clue. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around. All right, see this? Okay, see this? It's like Michael saying, "Oh my God, oh my God," like, right? Like you're gonna be shocked, right? Like you're gonna be shocked. Now, this was today at 8:33 a.m. And guess who did it? My buddy, my pal, Peter Medani, aka Bobby Anderson, aka Michael Joe Jackson. Okay, and the only way that you would get the mentality of Michael is if you study him. That's the only way, if you study him. Okay, so we got that, right? Look at Michael. Peter posted that at 8:33 a.m. Okay, let me do this. All right, let's do this. And then at 9:30, an hour later, we get our, what our, it's all about. Okay, see, Michael's looking through the camera. Remember, this picture was used at the end of the memorial, and it represents the Liberian Girl. Is the word pearl in the Liberian Girl song? Somebody look it up. I think pearl is in that song. I hope. But anyway, and here it's the quote from Ebony magazine, right? It's the quote from Ebony magazine. It's in Alive 3, and it says, if you want what you create to live, be it sculpture, painting, or music, like Michelangelo, you know the creator will go, but his work survives. This is why, to escape death, I attempt to bind my soul to my work, and that's how I feel. I give all to my work. I just want it to live. Yes, Michael, we know you escaped death, honey. We know you escaped death. So that's why Peter posted, because you got to know his mentality. You got to study him. You can't be stuck with, he ain't Michael. Oh, I hate you. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, anybody who says that's an awful person. You know, if you're doing that, you're not going to get it because you're too much in the realm of hate. Your heart isn't, you got too much of that. You got to get rid of that. And you just got to have the love so you can see the mentality. See, he said, oh my God. Because he knew he had a nice clue for us today. Okay, so that's one of the nice clues that we have. Okay, now I have notes. Okay, let me see what my notes say. All right, my notes. Oh, the Daily Star. So let me turn this back around. Let's turn this back around. Okay, guys, so the Daily Star, okay, we got it yesterday. They did an article out of all the clues in the world, which are great, fantastic evidence-proof clues. No name on the grave. Forrest Lawn says he's not buried there. The coroner lied about his name. All the death documents are in the wrong name. Dr. Murray said when he came back from the bathroom, it wasn't the same person that he saw. UCLA doesn't have any records of him there. Soleil Sean and Trauma Gershwin are the names that, I mean, these are huge clues, evidence, proof, clues, but they won't report on that stuff. They want to report on stupid, silly stuff. Like there was a Simpsons episode where it was about a hoax, but it was a hoax that the boy wasn't somebody else. It wasn't necessarily a death hoax. But, you know, the Simpsons have predicted certain things. Well, you know, there's 500 episodes of the Simpsons or something crazy. So they're going to get a few things right? Like they predicted Donald Trump would be president. Okay, well, Donald Trump has been saying he's going to be president forever. Okay, so finally happened. Also, they did The Great Forever. They did another so-called clue. The Great Forever, which is a song by Janet Jackson that fans have been saying since the song was released back in 2015, that Michael was singing on that song. So at least we got some death hoax stuff out there, but it's the silly stuff. It's not the real concrete proof that Michael Jackson is not dead, that nothing proves that he's dead. Now, for you guys who follow me all the time, let's see. Oh, I think I have the most amount of people ever. 80 people in here. Hi, 80 people. 81. Hello there. Well, what was I going to say? I got so excited about the 81 people, at one time. Well, anyway, let me get my notes. What do I got? Escape death. Oh, yeah. Gosh, what was I saying? Somebody help me with my thought. I got so excited. I forgot where I was going with that. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Teresa May. Hi, Nikki Richards. Mickey. Hi. Hi, Danielle. Okay, I got to stop saying hi. Okay, because I gotta move on because we got a few things that we have to get to. Okay, now Peter said that Paris called him yesterday. Peter said Paris called him. What they talk about? Everything. Michael's Peter. So where are we going? Oh, the estate. That's what I was going to say. Not the estate. The DA, the LA DA. Now, on the 20th, okay, June 20th is when the DA was supposed to get back with me about the Freedom of Information Act, right? Because I sent him a Freedom of Information Act. I started 100 days ago. Sent it to David Walgren, who was the prosecutor on the Conrad Murray case. They sent it to the Public Information Office, and then they kicked me to the LADA. So it's been 100 days already. And just the Freedom of Information Act is supposed to be 20 days. So they've been kicking it back and forth. Well, they haven't gotten back with me yet about why the Conrad Murray verdict used the word alleged twice in the verdict. Alleged victim, Michael Joseph Jackson. Alleged date of June 25th, 2009. Alleged means to assert without proof. They knew that body was not Michael Jackson's. Okay, you guys know I'm doing a short film. Yes, it's called Prisoner of Fame. I'm so excited about it. Seriously, I am so excited about it. Okay. Oh, and if you want to have your name in the credits, I'm going to have the donor list. And if you donate some money, I will put your name as the donor list. In the Alive trilogies, I have hundreds and hundreds of fans that have participated in, finding clues, were believers. So I have so many fans in there because I just love you guys. And then, you guys can help. But in this short film, I can't just put you in there just to put you in there. So if you want to be attached to it, you are free to donate on PayPal and use the email address pearljr@truetalk.us. And believe me, I will appreciate every dollar you send because it costs money to do this movie. It costs money, and I'm paying it. Oh God, it's so scary, guys. It's so scary, but it's really good. The script is so good. It's good. Okay. So anyway, yeah, Paris called him. Okay. Let's see what other notes I have. Let's see. Oh, the estate. They're so funny. They registered the domain michaeljacksondeathhoax.com, right? And with michaeljacksondeathhoax.com, it had, Gregory Chamberlain, who was the guy who works for like a manager of many celebrities. Anyway, the estate of Michael Jackson was on there, and now they've taken it off, made it private. But the cat's out the bag, okay? That you guys registered michaeljacksondeathhoax.com. Okay. And let's see. Oh, yeah. And we got to remember, on the Michael album, the estate has left us so many clues. The Michael album with the I live on the lip. That's a fun one. And then we have all the clues on the Michael album. Oh my God. There's so many clues, but you got to watch Alive 2 and Alive 3 on that. And then on the Escape album, how Peter predicted the release date of the Escape album 2 years exactly to the date, and how hugs keep us alive, and how he was in disguise. Michael came to see me in disguise as Miss Jane Pittman. Then I found out that Rick Baker, who did the makeup for Thriller and for Ghost, he also did the makeup for the movie Miss Jane Pittman. So there's your collaboration. Plus, Michael drew a painting as a teenager of Miss Jane Pittman, and it was presented on the Dinah Shore show. That's in the documentaries. Oh gosh, I am getting hot. I'm getting winded. Okay, it's, when you get older, ladies, yeah, this is what happens. Okay, so then the release of the Escape album matched with the Peter Medani Facebook, which is now taken down. Hugs keep us alive, but I keep track of all this stuff, right? And then the same somebody had emailed me ahead of time, and they had told me that, oh gosh, I'm sweating. I hate when this happens. Oh, gosh. It happens. I ain't gonna, most of you guys know it's the M word us ladies go through where we just can't help it. I'm sorry. I just didn't want to be sweating. So I got my little fan that I'm blowing right now. Okay, here we go. All right. So then somebody sent me a reminder of Hugs Keep Us Alive, right? And I was like, why did somebody send me that? And the scream, because they were saying, it was Michael, of course, under a fake account. And it was somebody sending me a clue that Michael, that the date of the Escape album came out the date, not the date of the Escape album, excuse me, the date of the Scream album came out the same day as when I joined Twitter, right? Because we know Peter Medani joined Twitter on June 24th, 2009, right? Somebody says, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just the date in Los Angeles. Yeah, all that. Plus, people have been thinking Peter was Michael since 2005. So, trust me. Okay, that's good. So Michael wanted to send me a wink, wink, nod, nod. And that's when the Scream album came out, the same day that I opened Twitter, which was January 29th. Not January, excuse me, September 29th. September 29th. So thank you, Michael, for that. That was so sweet. Okay. And let's see. Let's see if I've done all my notes. Yeah, I think I've done all my notes. You know what? And I have to say this. You know, the Jackson family, they surpassed the Kennedys. They did. You know, the Kennedys was a great family. Great, great, great family. But what the Jacksons have accomplished, oh my God. It's, to me, I think it's inarguable that the Jacksons are the most successful family in the history of the world. Bar none. The closest is the Kennedys, but we know tragedy after tragedy, lives cut short, so many of them died, even in longevity, and Michael's not dead. Michael's not dead. Michael's alive. Okay, so let's see. I'll spend another moment. Yes, ma'am. I be there later when I talk my next break morning and unpacking. Let's see. Amen, Pearl. They are. I know. So anyway, guys, please buy the documentaries. Here they are. I kind of set it up for you guys to see. I got packages to mail out. Let's see if you guys can get that. Oh, they told me not to turn my device. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here is, I got packages to mail out. And then I have my Believe. See that? My Believe dice. And then here's Alive 1, Alive 2, and Alive 3. And you can buy them as a trilogy, as a all in one. That's really the better deal. You can buy them all in one. Can you see? Am I doing it right? There you go. So you guys can either buy the DVD or you can go on Vimeo. And the weird thing about Vimeo, I haven't really sold anything on Vimeo in like a week, and that has never happened. Oh my God. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, guys, but I love you guys. And yes, please donate at PayPal at truetalk.us. I put my heart and my soul into it, and this is a short film. This is a short film, so it's only going to be like 25 to 35 minutes. But I might have something better if I do this right, and if it's done right. Perhaps I can do the whole Prisoner of Fame screenplay, because I wrote. But it needs rewrites. But I am just so excited about the movie. I'm so excited about so many things. I'm so sad about Joe Jackson, hearing about him. God bless Katherine Jackson as well, because they're both getting up there in age. And Joe, I wish you the best. I wish you the best. And to the Jackson family, I love you guys. I wish you guys the best. And I've always appreciated you guys. Jacksons. I've always, just loved the Jackson family. So, with that, I think I'm going to say goodbye, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.